Hello, and welcome to the Daily Life Uncut. So, not much happened today except for a lot of work. Um, I went to work at like 4 o'clock this morning and didn't get out till like 2 o'clock this afternoon. But a good thing about that is I did find out that I will be going over to my father's store and helping out over there because they're preparing for inventory. So that's also fun. I've been wanting to actually be over there, working with him and working with the people that he works with, because, I feel that sometimes it might be better to have a different environment so that way you can kind of reevaluate and focus what you should be doing, maybe even in your own store. And, you never really hear, or I've never even heard really anything bad come from his store as well. So I figured that it would be a nice, change to actually do something at his store. So I'll be over there tomorrow, and I'm very happy for that. So, yay for opportunity, as well as yay for the hours. Can't always, disregard that. But a couple interesting things is, from what I understand also, that the next Call of Duty, which is Black Ops 3, is a possibility of them starting the early access of DLC to PlayStation 4. Now, I know this has been a rumor for quite some time that the contract between Microsoft and Activision and Call of Duty and all the different development studios as one has put up, or has been up, I believe, supposedly this year, at least the year that Black Ops 3 was being developed. So all the DLC should, from what I understand, is rumored to be on the PlayStation 4. My thing is why fix something that ain't broken? Xbox has always been the more dedicated servers for Call of Duty. I can jump on the Xbox One right now and play a Call of Duty match and have no real signs of lag or no real, host migrations. I've never, not once, had a host migration on the Xbox One, whether it was for Ghost or if it was for Advanced Warfare. With on the 360, not until the next year or even the year after Call of Duty came out is when I really started experiencing the host migration, because not as many dedicated servers are directed towards that game anymore. And so therefore, sometimes it does lose connection to the host that way. So that's understandable. But, I've jumped on even the PS4 version of Call of Duty and stuff, and there's lags everywhere. There's jumps in different types of directions that lag spikes and all that stuff all over the maps. It's never really a constant connection. I feel like there's really not as many players on Call of Duty on the PlayStation 4. Maybe it was just the time of day that I'm playing, but yeah, I can still jump right over the Xbox One any given time of the day or night, and experience absolutely no issues. So I don't understand why they would go ahead and try to put something over on the PlayStation side of things first, when it feels like there's not as many dedicated people over on the PlayStation side to buy or experience Call of Duty as much. Maybe that might spike sales in PlayStation over Xbox because of that feature, or that fact that they'll have DLC early for Call of Duty. Going back to seeing what Black Ops 3 and the trailer and all that kind of stuff, I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of you that's watching this video, has seen it by now. That it's definitely worth going out and trying. It looks like a amped up version of Black Ops 2, which I absolutely love. Black Ops 2, the whole Black Ops series as a whole has been just absolutely amazing. I remember getting Black Ops 1 the very first day with my best friend Thomas, Tommy Broyles. I've mentioned him in a couple different videos. We got it day one, and I remember staying up for over 30-something hours playing that campaign non-stop on Veteran to see who, one, can finish it first, and two, to see if it, what it was like, because we had nothing like that was ever before. Like, we didn't know that there was different developmental cycles for, the Call of Duty franchise until Black Ops 1. We didn't know, we played the Modern Warfare series, we played World at War, we played those, but we never really experienced anything quite like Black Ops, and that's what made it amazing, and that's what made, the zombies mode and the whole multiplayer system and everything in Black Ops 1 just that much amazing. And when number 2 came out, we did the exact same thing, stayed up over 30-something hours, playing the campaign on Veteran, just, annihilating everything. And back then, that was when Call of Duty was very hard, and that's when, the campaign on Veteran actually meant, you're going to be freaking facing some crap that you don't want to be facing. Nowadays, you can really run through even Advanced Warfare on Veteran, being brand new to the series. I mean, it's really not that hard anymore. And I noticed the same thing for Ghost, and I noticed even the same thing for, for Ghost, Modern Warfare 3, stuff like that. It just really not that hard anymore. Black Ops 1 and 2, pretty hard. It was pretty substantially hard. But with that in mind, we'll just have to kind of wait and see whether or not it's actually going to be true, because they could sit there and spread rumors all day long. Doesn't mean that it's going to be something that's going to be repetitive or concrete or anything like that. So with that said, I'd like to guys leave you with that thought. What do you think about Black Ops 3 actually being DLC first on PS4? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, as well as like, comment, share, subscribe on this video. There's a big red button. You should know how to push it by now. And as always, you can run over to Twitter and follow me at TheDailyLifeUncut. Go over to Joshua Rush's channel on Twitter, or on YouTube, Happy Time Bros. On Twitter at Happy Time Bros. He's doing some awesome stuff over there. I love the different types of connectivities that he's had with his brother on the channel and stuff. It's been really interesting to see each day, what he's doing. Updates about Baby Thomas, stuff like that. Hopefully he'll put him in a video soon, or I will. I'm hoping to do that even maybe, tomorrow, because all depends on when I get off of work and whether or not I'm going to be able to go out and see him tomorrow. So we might do something there. We're supposed to have a big Magic tournament tomorrow. I'm still not 100% sure whether or not I'm going to go, but it looks like it's going to be fun, so I think that might be something I'm willing to do. So we'll all see that, and we'll be shooting some more videos tomorrow and the days after, because that's what we do for the next 365 days, even though it's still like 200 and something days now. But regardless of the point, we're still going to be doing that stuff. So I love your faces, and as always, this is my journey.